There's a pit out back where the earth caves in, where they used to throw what they called their sins. No mark of stone, no holy ground, just a hollow place that swallows sound. I was 16 when they dragged me there, with a rope, a lie, and a vacant stare. Said, this is where your kind gets laid. Then they shoved me down in the shallow grave, and the dirt fell fast, but I didn't die. I just lay there listening to the sky. No grave will hold me, I still breathe below, through the roots of guilt and the lies you sow. Every nail you drove couldn't keep me still. Now I'm rising slow with a different will. Hear me scratching through the broken clay, like a voice you buried won't stay away. I ain't gone, I ain't saved, and no grave will hold me in place. They went back home like it all was done, like they'd buried more than a man undone. But the night grew thick and the dogs wouldn't rest, and the wind spoke low through every chest. There were footsteps heard where no one walked, and a voice in the walls that never talked. Every mirror cracked when I passed it near. Even shadows learned how to fear, and the ground stayed warm where they left me dead, like it kept my pulse instead. No grave will hold me, I still breathe below, through the roots of guilt and the lies you sow. Every nail you drove couldn't keep me still. Now I'm rising slow with a different will. Hear me scratching through the broken clay, like a voice you buried won't stay away. I ain't gone, I ain't saved, and no grave will hold me in place. There's a man I see in the edge of sight, walking fields alone in the dead of night. He don't speak, but he wears my face with a twisted grin I can't erase. And he stands where they tried to end my breath, like he feeds on the echo of my death. He said, you ain't you anymore, you're the thing they buried in that dirt before. And I felt my bones start to shift and crack, like the past was clawing its way back. Every heartbeat hit like a hammer blow from a place beneath I don't control. I clawed my way through the so black ground with the scream so deep it made no sound. Every inch was pain I couldn't name, but I rose back up, not the same. And the sky looked down like it turned away, like it knew I shouldn't walk this way. Now I walk through town, but I ain't seen, just a passing chill in a waking dream. I hear them speak of a curse out there in the hollow fields where they left me bare. And I smile slow when they lock their doors, when they feel that scratch beneath their floors. If they thought that death would make me fade, they should've known what they really made. No grave will hold me, I've crossed that line where the dead don't rest and the lost don't die. Every breath I take ain't meant to be, just a curse carved out of memory. Hear me calling through the dirt and bone, from the place they swore I'd stay alone. I ain't peace, I ain't saved, I'm the truth they buried in a grave. No grave will hold me, I walk again through the cracks of time and the weight of sin. Every step I take shakes the ground below, like a warning sign they'll never know. If there's mercy, it ain't for me, just a shadow walking endlessly. I don't live, I don't fade, I'm the ghost that the dirt betrayed. So if you stand where the earth sinks low, and you feel something move below, don't stay long, don't make a sound, 'cause something's lost don't stay in the ground. And when they rise, they don't come to save, they come back wrong from a shallow grave.
Ela não aparece de dia, só quando a cidade abaixa a guarda. There's a wind that howls through the dead corn rows. Where it comes from nobody really knows. It don't just blow, it calls your name, like it's dragging guilt through a field of shame. I was young when I first heard it cry through a broken fence on a moonless night. Daddy said, boy, that ain't the breeze, that's the sound of things you'll never leave. And it followed me far past the county line, like a shadow stitched into my spine. The wind knows what I did back then, carries it slow through the hollow again. Every lie, every buried sin comes back alive when it rolls back in. Hear it whisper low through the trees and dust. You can't outrun what you become lost. I don't hide, I don't pretend, 'cause the wind knows where it begins. There's a field out back where the ground turned wrong, where the grass grew thin, then it all went gone. I remember the night, but not the why, just a shaking hand and a cut-off cry. There was dirt on my boots, blood on my sleeve, and a truth so dark I could barely breathe. I said, this'll stay where it's laid to rest, but the wind just laughed from the empty west. And it rose up cold when I turned away, like it marked the ground where I'd one day lay. The wind knows what I did back then, carries it slow through the hollow again. Every lie, every buried sin comes back alive when it rolls back in. Hear it whisper low through the trees and dust. You can't outrun what you've become lost. I don't hide, I don't pretend, 'cause the wind knows where it begins. Met a drifter once by a roadside sign, said that storm behind you, it ain't just time. He looked at me like he'd seen it before, like he knew what was buried beneath that floor. I said, you don't know a thing about me. He just smiled thin and turned to leave. Said, you'll hear it louder before the end. Then he vanished right in the wind again, and the sky turned black without a cloud, like the silence itself got too loud. Every breath I took felt sharp and thin, like the storm was already under my skin. I tried to drown it out with a bottle of lies, but it screamed right through like 1,000 cries. Every gust hit hard like a hammer blow, saying dig it up, let the truth be known. So I went back out to that cursed patch of land with a trembling heart and a shaking hand. But the ground was bare like it never stayed, like something else had already claimed. Now the wind don't pass, it lives in me, in every breath and every memory. I hear it speak when I close my eyes, through the cracks of truth I denied. And I see that light in every dream, every shadow ain't what it seems. If there's peace, it's long been gone, just a storm that keeps dragging on. The wind knows what I did back then. It don't forget and it don't pretend. Every step I take just feeds that sound like it's circling left me here in a storm I face. I don't break, I just bend till the wind takes me in the end. So if you hear that wind at night through the trees where there's no light, don't speak, don't let it in, 'cause it don't forget and it don't forgive sin. And when it calls, don't answer again, or you'll become what rides the wind. So if you hear that wind at night through the trees where there's no light, don't speak, don't let it in, 'cause it don't forget and it don't forgive sin. And when it calls, don't answer again, or you'll become what rides the wind. So quando a cidade baixa guarda, there's a wind that howls through the dead corn rows. Where it comes from, nobody really knows. It don't just blow, it calls your name like it's a dragging guilt through a field of shame. I was young when I first heard it cry through a broken fence.
There's a black river winding through the bones of this land, where the water don't ripple, it just swallows a man. Moonlight breaks like glass on its skin, and you don't come back if you step in. I was 12 when I first heard it call from the edge of the trees where the shadows crawl. Mama cried, said don't go near, but the dark sounded sweeter than fear. And the deeper you look, the less you see, till the river starts looking back at me. Down where the black river ends I go again, where the dead don't sleep, they just pretend. Every sin I bury comes back to breathe in the cold, dark current underneath. Hear it whisper low, you belong to me, like a curse carved in eternity. I don't run, I don't defend, I just sink where the black river ends. There's a shack out back where the lantern swings, and the walls still echo forgotten things. I found names carved deep in the wood, every single one understood. There was one that matched mine to the bone, like it'd been waiting before I was grown. And the date was scratched out in a shaking hand, like time itself didn't go as planned. And the wind stood still when I spoke that name, like the world itself felt the blame. Down where the Black River ends, I go again, where the dead don't sleep, they just pretend. Every sin I buried comes back to breathe in the cold, dark current underneath. Hear it whisper low, you belong to me, like a curse carved in eternity. I don't run, I don't defend, I just sink where the Black River ends. Met a ferryman dressed in a tattered coat, with a hollow smile and a sinking boat. Said, I've been waiting on you, my friend. Every road you took led you here in the end. I said, I ain't ready to cross that line. He just laughed like he's heard it 1,000 times. Son, you crossed it long ago. You've just been too blind to know. And the water rose up to my knees, cold as truth bringing me to my plea. Every heartbeat slow to a crawl, like the river was counting them all. I saw faces drift beneath the tide, all the ghosts I buried deep inside. Every lie, every broken vow, they were staring straight through me now. I tried to scream, but it pulled me in, filled my lungs with the weight of sin. And the last thing I heard was my own voice say, you were never getting away. Now I walk that shore where the lost ones stay, with a hollow chest and a soul decayed. I seen new men come just like me, drawn in by what they shouldn't see. I try to warn, but they don't hear. The river sings too sweet, too clear, and I watch them fade beneath that bend, right where the Black River ends. Down where the Black River ends, I remain not alive, not dead, just a chain. Every breath I take ain't mine to keep, just a debt that the dark will reap. Hear it call through the endless night, like a judge with no wrong or right. I don't fight, I don't pretend, I belong where the Black River ends. Down where the water runs thick with sin, where it don't wash out, it pulls you in. Every soul that it ever claimed still whispers low in a broken name. If there's heaven, it turned its head, left us drowning with the dead. No return, no amend, just the truth where the Black River ends. So if you hear that river call your name, don't look twice, don't play that game, 'cause once you see what lies beneath, you'll trade your soul for the sight you see. And you walk that line you can't defend, forever lost where the Black River ends. Where the Black River ends.
There's a house on a hill where the paint's peeled black, and the porch leans low like it won't fight back.
stare like they're wide awake, watching every wrong move you make. I was warned as a child, don't go inside, but the door stood open like it wanted me to try. And the air went cold when I crossed that line, like I stepped out of time or out of mind. And the floorboards creaked like a living thing, like the walls themselves could hear me breathe. This house, it breathes when the night comes in, through the cracks in the wood and the weight of sin. Every step I take, it remembers me, like I ain't the man that I used to be. Hear it whisper low through the broken seams, feeding off of my shattered dreams. I don't leave, I don't roam, I just fade in a house that won't let me go. There's a mirror inside with a shattered face, but it shows me whole in a darker place. I see things move when I turn away, like they're waiting for me to stay. There's a clock that ticks, but it don't keep time, just counts every breath like it's a crime. And the deeper I walk, the more I see that the house ain't trapped here, it's trapping me. And the doors all shut when I try to run, like the night itself has just begun. This house, it breathes when the night comes in, through the cracks in the wood and the weight of sin. Every step I take, it remembers me, like I ain't the man that I used to be. Hear it whisper low through the broken seams, feeding off of my shattered dreams. I don't leave, I don't roam, I just fade in a house that won't let me go. There's a voice upstairs calling out my name, but it sounds like me, just not the same. It says, come on up, don't be afraid, like it knows every choice I've made. And I climb those stairs with a heavy chest, like I'm walking straight to my final rest. When I reach the top, there's no one there, just a hanging rope and a broken chair. And the walls start to bend, the ceiling drops, like the house itself don't ever stop. Every breath gets tight, every step feels wrong, like I've been inside here far too long. I tried to break through a window pane, but it showed me back in a pouring rain. Standing outside, looking in, like I never left, like I never been. And I heard myself from the other side say, you walked in here, but you chose to stay. Now the dust don't settle, it clings to me like a second skin. I can't break free, I see faces form in the peeling walls every time the silence calls. And I feel my pulse in the wooden frame, like the house and I are the same. If I had a life, it's long since gone, now I just exist where I don't belong. This house, it breathes and I breathe it in, every nail, every board, every hidden sin. I don't know where I end or it begins, just a hollow shell wearing borrowed skin. Hear it laugh in the pipes at night, like it feeds on fear and dying light. I don't run, I don't know if I ever walked out that door. This house don't break, it just rearranges, twist your mind till your soul estranges. Every memory starts to bend, till you don't know where you've been. If there's God, He won't come here. There's no faith left, just fear. I don't live, I don't grow, I just rock where the dark winds blow. So if you find that house on a nameless road, and the
door swings wide, like it's been told. Don't step close, don't breathe too slow, 'cause once it hears you, it won't let go. And you won't scream, you won't fight, you'll just become part of the night. Inside the walls, where something grows. Inside the house that breathes and knows. There's a road past the ridge where the fog don't lift, and the lantern swings like a hanging gift. No one lives there, that's what they say, but the light still burns at the end of the way. I was dared as a kid just to walk that line, past the fence where the crosses lean out of time. Heard a voice in the hush of the pines that night, said keep coming, you're almost right. And the closer I got, the colder it turned, like the dark itself had something to learn. That lantern still burns in the dead of night, through the fog and the guilt and the fading light. Every step I take, it draws me in, like it knows every scar beneath my skin. Hear it crackle low, like a voice half known, from a place I swore I'd never go. I don't stop, I don't turn, I just follow where that lantern burns. There's a cabin there with a crooked frame, and a door that moves like it speaks your name. No wind outside, but it sways and groans like it's breathing slow through hollow bones. I pushed it wide and the fire was lit, though the hearth was cold and the ash unfit. And a chair rocked back like someone just stood, but there ain't no one in that wood. And the lantern dimmed when I stepped inside, like it knew I had nowhere to hide. That lantern still burns in the dead of night, through the fog and the guilt and the fading light. Every step I take, it draws me in, like it knows every scar beneath my skin. Hear it crackle low, like a voice half known, from a place I swore I'd never go. I don't stop, I don't turn, I just follow where that lantern burns. There's a journal left on a splintered desk, filled with names and a single request. Don't trust the light when it calls you near, but the last few pages just disappear. And I saw my name in a shaking line, written fresh like it was in time, with a date that matched this very night, and a note that read, don't fight the light. And the walls leaned close like they heard me breathe, every shadow moved like it wanted me. And the flame grew tall without a spark, casting shapes that crawled in the dark. I tried to leave, but the door was gone, just the endless glow pulling me on. Every step felt less like it was mine, like I crossed some unseen line. And the lantern spoke without a sound. You were lost before you were found. Now I stand outside in the drifting gray, watching strangers walk that same old way. I see their fear when the light appears, but it fades real quick when it draws them near. And I try to shout, but no voice comes out, just a silent scream wrapped in doubt. Guess I'm part of what I once outran, just a keeper of the flame I can't understand. That lantern still burns, and now I see it ain't just a light, it's a memory. Every soul it takes leaves a trace behind, in the flicker of a broken mind. Hear it whisper low, you're not alone, but it means you're never going home. I don't live, I don't learn, I just stay where the lantern burns.
follow dark on that silent hill. Every name it takes gets carved in flame, till there's nothing left but a ghost and a name. If there's mercy, it don't shine here, just a glow built out of fear. I don't leave, I return to the fire that forever burns. So if you see that light through the fog one night, don't believe it's leading you right. Don't step close, don't feel that pull, 'cause it don't guide, it just makes you full of every fear. You try to outrun till you stand there still and become another flame in the lantern that never goes out.
There's a stretch of land where the corn grows tall, but the rows ain't straight and they lean and crawl, like they're reaching out with 1,000 hands to pull you under where the dirt expands. I was warned real young, don't walk that way, don't go out there when the sky turns gray. But the silence called like it knew my name, and I stepped right in, never left the same. And the stalks closed tight when I moved too deep, like the field itself didn't want me to leave. The cornfields whisper back at night through the brittle leaves and the dying light. Every step I take, they shift and bend, like they're guiding me to a hidden end. Hear the murmur low, what I tried to hide, all the things I buried deep inside. I don't run, I don't turn, I just listen to the roars that burn. There's a scarecrow tied to a crooked post with a hollow face and a tattered coat, but I swear it moved when I passed it by, turned its head just enough to deny. And the deeper I went, the less I knew if the sky above was even true. 'Cause the light got thin and the air turned stale, like I crossed a line I could never trail. And the wind died out when I tried to shout, like the field itself had drowned it out. The cornfields whisper back at night through the brittle leaves and the dying light. Every step I take, they shift and bend, like they're guiding me to a hidden end. Hear the murmur low, what I tried to hide, all the things I buried deep inside. I don't run, I don't turn, I just listen to the roars that burn. There's a clearing deep where the ground dips low, where the corn won't grow and the shadows flow. I found something there I can't explain, just a shape pressed flat in the hardened grain, like a body once lay where the roots now twist, like a memory trying to still exist. And I felt that pull in my chest again, like the field remembered where I'd been. And the stalks began to hum my name, like 1,000 miles with a single aim. Every whisper grew till it filled my head with the words I feared but never said. I tried to run, but the roads rearranged. Every path I took just felt the same, till I saw myself through the yellow leaves, standing still, staring back at me. And the voice came soft through the rustling grain. You planted this, now you remain.
Now I walk those roads when the sun dips low, with a hollow face that I don't quite know. I see new footsteps break the line from another fool, just like I was in time. And I try to warn, but the field speaks first, with a sweeter tone and a deeper thirst. And they walk right in like I once did, chasing something they should have hid. The cornfields whisper, now it's me, and every sound that they let you see. Every lie I told grows in these roads. Every truth I killed still breathes below. Hear me call you close through the brittle air, like a ghost that's always there. I don't leave, I don't learn, I just fade in the roads that burn. The cornfields whisper, they never forget. Every seed you plant grows into regret. Every step you take feeds the ground till you're just another hidden sound. If there's mercy, it don't grow here, just a harvest made of fear. I don't live, I remain, just a voice in the endless grain. So if you see those fields stretch wide and the roads look wrong from the other side, don't step in, don't cross that line. 'Cause once you do, you won't unwind. And when it calls, don't say your name, or you'll be lost in the whisper of the grain. There's a silo standing where the farmhand died, with a rusted door and a hollow inside. Used to hold the harvest, golden and clean. Now it holds something no one's seen. I was working late when the sun went down, heard a scraping sound from the edge of town, like nails on tin or a voice too thin, calling something buried deep within. And the dust rose slow like it had a pulse, like it knew my name, like it knew my faults. There's a shadow in the grain, it's calling me through the rot and the rust and the memory. Every step I take, it grows more clear, like it's been waiting all these years. Hear it breathing low in the hollow steel, like it knows exactly what I conceal. I don't turn, I don't explain, I just walk toward the shadow in the grain. There's a ladder bent up the inner wall, where the echoes stretch and the whispers crawl. I climb halfway, then I froze in place, saw a shape shift slow in the empty space. It moved like smoke, but it held its ground, like a living thing without a sound. And I swear it wore something close to my face, just twisted wrong, out of place. And the air went thick like it sealed me in, like the silo fed on the things within. There's a shadow in the green, it's calling me through the rot and the rust and the memory. Every step I take, it grows more clear, like it's been waiting all these years. Hear it breathing low in the hollow steel, like it knows exactly what I conceal. I don't turn, I don't explain, I just walk toward the shadow in the grain.
There's a carving deep in the metal skin, just a name and a date worn thin. I brushed it clean with a shaking hand, and it matched the mark from another land, from a place I swore I'd never speak, from a night so dark it made me weak. And the deeper I stared, the more I knew that the shadow there had always been me too. And the walls closed in with a heavy sound, like the past itself was circling round. Every breath I took turned dry and slow, like I'd crossed somewhere I shouldn't go. I tried to climb, but the rungs gave way, sent me sliding down into black decay. Hit the floor where the dust ran deep, but the ground beneath me didn't keep. It shifted, moved, began to breathe, like a living thing beneath the debris. And the voice came through low and plain: you don't leave what you've sustained. Now I wander fields that no one tends, with a hollow stare that never bends. I see that silo in every dream, with that same low hum, that same dark gleam. And I feel it grow in the back of my mind, like a second self I can't unwind. If I had a soul, it split in two. One stayed there and the other grew. There's a shadow in the grain, and it wears my face in a twisted form I can't erase. Every step I take just feeds it more, like it's pulling me back to that rusted door. Hear it whisper low through the empty land: you were never more than what I planned. I don't fight, I don't complain, I just feed the shadow in the grain. There's a shadow in the grain. It don't let go, it just grows beneath everything you know. Every lie you tell, every truth you hide, turns into the thing you keep inside. If there's mercy, it don't grow here, just a harvest made out of fear. I don't live, I remain, split in half by the shadow in the grain. So if you pass that silo out in the dust, where the fields gave up and the crops all rust, don't step near, don't call its name, 'cause it ain't just dark, it's something you became. And once it sees what you've tried to contain, you won't walk out from the shadow in the grain. So if you pass that silo out in the dust, where the fields gave up and the crops all rust, don't step near, don't call its name, 'cause it ain't just dark, it's something you became. And once it sees what you've tried to contain, you won't walk out from the shadow in the grain.
out back where the scarecrows lean, like they're begging God for a life unseen. But the sky stays shut, never makes a sound, just watches us rot into the ground. I was raised on dirt and a whispered curse. Every blessing given always turned out worse. Mama said, boy, don't dig too deep, but the soil don't lie and it don't forget me. And I felt it move when I broke that skin, like something below was pulling me in. The soil knows my name, it calls me down through the roots and bones underneath this town. Every sin I bear, it starts to rise again. In the dark where it all begins, hear it breathe through the cracks I made, like it's feeding on every debt unpaid. I don't run, I don't explain, I just sink when it calls my name. There's a shed full of tools that ain't been cleaned since the night I crossed that line unseen. Got a shovel worn from the weight of lies and a stain that don't fade no matter how I try. I remember the night, but not the face, just the silence thick in that empty place, and the sound of earth as it swallowed whole what I swore would never take my soul. And the wind went dead when I walked away, like it knew I'd be back someday. The soil knows my name, it calls me down through the roots and bones underneath this town. Every sin I bear, it starts to rise again. In the dark where it all begins, hear it breathe through the cracks I made, like it's feeding on every debt unpaid. I don't run, I don't explain, I just sink when it calls my name. There's a boy in my dreams with a hollow stare, standing barefoot in the midnight air. He don't speak, but he don't need to. I can see the truth in what I knew. He points to the ground where the grass won't grow, where the dirt stays black and the cold winds blow. And I wake up choking on the same old dread, with his shadow still beside my bed. And the walls lean in when the night gets deep, like the garden secrets I tried to keep. Every creak, every breath, every hidden sound feels like something digging from underground. I went back there drunk with a shaking hand to the cursed patch of forgotten land. Started digging like a desperate man, but the hole dug back. I don't understand. The deeper I went, the colder it grew, till the dirt felt alive like it always knew. And I heard a voice from beneath the clay. You were never the one who walked away. Now the ground feels soft every step I take, like it's waiting for me to finally break. I see faces form in the shifting earth, all the things I buried since my birth. And I feel my legs start sinking slow, like the end's been waiting below. If there's mercy left, it ain't for me, just a grave that's already set me free. The soil knows my name, I can't escape. It's been calling me down since my first mistake. Every breath I take just feeds that ground. Every heartbeat drags me further down. Hear it whisper low through the roots and rot. All you ever were is what you forgot. I don't fight, I don't come
complain. I just fade when it calls my name. The soil knows it always did. Every lie, everything I hid, now it's pulling me in, inch by inch, with a grip so cold it makes me flinch. If there's heaven, it's far from here, buried deep under guilt and fear. I don't live, I remain, just a ghost in the dirt with a name. So don't dig deep where the ground turns black. Don't look close, don't you look back. 'Cause the earth don't forget what you try to hide. It just waits till you're ready to lie. And when you fall, it won't feel the same. You won't be screaming, you'll be answering. When the soil calls your name. There's a low drum beating in my chest tonight, like a worn out engine barely holding tight. Got a cigarette burn where my past should be, and a trail of ghosts walking next to me. I ain't running fast, just a steady fall. Every mile I take feels like last call. There's a cross in flames in my rearview line, but I never stop, I just take my time. And the night leans in like it knows my pace, like it's got my name in a resting place. I'm on a slow ride to the end of mercy, where the road runs dry and the truth runs dirty. Every heartbeat drags like a chain on stone, and the silence hits like I'm not alone. Hear the tires hum like a funeral song for the man I was that's been dead too long. I don't pray, I don't pretend, I just roll till the bitter end. There's a bar still open past 2 a.m. with a broken sign that just says amen. I walked inside but I ain't feel seen, just a hollow man in a dying scene. Bartender said you look half gone. I said hell, I've been since way back when. He just poured me black and slid it slow, like he knew I had nowhere else to go. And the jukebox played something low and thin, like it scratched at the bones beneath my skin. I'm on a slow ride to the end of mercy, where the road runs dry and the truth runs dirty. Every heartbeat drags like a chain on stone, and the silence hits like I'm not alone. Hear the tires hum like a funeral song for the man I was that's been dead too long. I don't pray, I don't pretend, I just roll till the bitter end. There's a woman's voice in the backseat still, says my name like a wound I can't unfeel. I don't turn around, I don't check the glass, but I feel her breath every mile I pass. She says, you remember that rainy night? I grip the wheel but I don't reply, 'cause I see it clear in the passing lights. That moment frozen, that final sight, and the road goes straight, but my mind bends back to a single choice I can't unpack. Every mile I drive just circles in, like I never left where it all began. 82 beats and everyone drags like a nail in time I can't pull back. Engine hum like a dying breath, counting down to a quiet death. Now the gas runs low and the sky turns gray, like the world itself's gonna fade away. There's a sign ahead but I can't read, just a blur of doubt
just roll till the bitter end. Slow ride, no escape. Every mile seals my fate. No light, no release. Just a road that never leads to peace. If you see headlights drifting slow at night, but they don't get closer, and they don't feel right. Don't follow, don't pretend, 'cause some roads don't ever end. Parou na velha estação, mala na mão, poeira no chão. O mesmo banco, o mesmo farol, mas nada brilha como antes, nem o sol. There's a low drum beating in my chest tonight, like a worn out engine barely holding tight. Got a cigarette burn where my past should be, and a trail of ghosts walking next to me. I ain't running fast, just a steady fall. Every mile I take feels like last call. There's a cross in flames in my rearview line, but I never stop, I just take my time. And the night leans in like it knows my pace, like it's got my name in a resting place. I'm on a slow ride to the end of mercy, where the road runs dry and the truth runs dirty. Every heartbeat drags like a chain on stone, and the silence hits like I'm not alone here. The tires hum like a funeral song for the man I was that's been dead.
There's a chapel out past the crooked trees, where the earth stays still and the shadows breathe. No cross out front, just a splintered frame and a rusted bell with no tongue to name. I was led there once by a voice I knew, sounded soft like truth, but it cut right through. Said, step inside, lay your burdens down. But the door slammed shut without a sound, and the light went dead like it feared that place. Left me staring at my own face. The bell never rings, but it calls me still. From the hollow dark of that broken hill, every prayer I speak just fades away, like it never had a word to say. Hear the silence crawl through the rotting beams, like it feeds on faith and forgotten dreams. I don't kneel, I don't confess, just drown in a truth I can't address. There's a pew with a name carved deep in the wood. I traced it slow like I knew I should. Every letter cut
with a shaking hand, like the truth was more than it could withstand. There was wax on the floor from a melted plea, like someone begged not to be what I'd be. And the walls leaned close when I spoke out loud, like they carried the weight of a buried crowd. And the air grew thick when I tried to pray, like the words themselves just slipped away. The bell never rings, but it calls me still from the hollow dark of that broken hill. Every prayer I speak just fades away, like it never had a word to say. Hear the silence crawl through the rotting beams, like it feeds on faith and forgotten dreams. I don't kneel, I don't confess, just drown in a truth I can't address. There's a figure there by the altar rail, with a crooked spine and a face gone pale. He said, I've been here since I lost my way, since the bell went silent that final day. I said, why don't you leave this place? He just smiled with a hollow face, said, you don't walk out once you come to see. Then he slowly turned and he looked like me. My heart beat slow, like it knew that truth, like the past and present had split in two. Every breath I took felt borrowed and thin, like I never really made it in. I climbed the steps to the altar stone, with the weight in my chest I had always known. Put my hands where the others bled, felt a pulse run cold through the words unsaid, and the silence screamed without a sound as the walls began to close around. Now I sit in that pew where my name was carved, with a faith long dead and a soul half starved. I hear footsteps come, but no one's there, just the echo of a whispered prayer. And I see new faces drift inside, with that same lost look they try to hide. But I don't speak, I just watch them kneel, and I wonder if this is how they'll feel. The bell never rings, but it calls us all to the quiet place where the faithful fall. Every word we trust turns to dust in time, in a house that feeds on the lost and blind. Hear it breathe through the cracks in stone, like it's claiming hearts it is always owned. We don't leave, we don't confess, just become what we can't suppress. The bell never rings, it just lets you stay in the space where belief starts to decay. Every doubt you hide comes crawling through, till there's nothing left that you thought you knew. If there's God, He don't hear this place, left us locked in a cold embrace. We don't rise, we descend to the sound of a bell that will never end. So if you hear that silence call your name from a broken hill wrapped in ash and shame, don't step close, don't cross that line, 'cause the moment you do, it becomes your shrine. And you won't hear bells or a voice or a plea, just the sound of nothing where you used to be. In a chapel still, where no soul sings and the silence tolls, where the bell never rings.